Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Michael Whitman. I'm a clinical psychologist. I'm also a sports psychologist, and people sometimes are curious about that. Basically, it means helping athletes with performance and other aspects of their life. So, today I wanted to talk about some of these principles of sports psychology and how you can utilize them as an athlete or not, because we all have sometimes to perform and want to perform our best, right? So I think these principles of sports psychology are applicable and useful. So the main idea is, why are you playing this sport? Is what I ask most athletes that I meet. And invariably the answer is, dun, 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 I like it. It's fun. I like to play the game. I'm good at it. I like to compete. It's exciting. Competition is thrilling. And it's very rarely the external validation and rewards that people get from being an athlete, such as adulation, money, seeing my name on the billboard or on the scoreboard. So I think that the answers that I get usually are from the heart, and they're very healthy, I would say, because they're not about external motivation. They're about what we call intrinsic motivation, which is more in line with people's nature, which is you play something because of these intrinsic rewards that I just described. The number one of which is that it's fun. And otherwise, why would you be playing this game? So I have to bring people back to enjoying the game. And that's why they're out there. And that helps take pressure off, because it's easy for an athlete to get caught up in, I need to get this ranking or this win, or what if I don't? And too results oriented. And if you're too results oriented, not only do you not get the result usually, but you don't have fun in the process. So, what we try to do is work on shifting the focus from results to process, from threat to challenge and opportunity and fun. And when athletes do that, ironically, they tend to get better results. They tend to perform better. So, it's sort of an interesting conundrum. I want to perform better, so my strategy should be to enjoy the process more rather than focus on the results more. So now you may be asking, okay, I'm not an athlete, Dr. Whitman, like what does that got to do with me? Well, you probably have some things in your life where you feel you could perform better at, whether it's a business meeting, a job interview, maybe you go on a date and you're not yourself and you get nervous. You're thinking about the result. Will she like me? Will she not like me? Should we go on a second date? What if it goes good? What if it goes bad? All the results rather than enjoying the process. I'm out having dinner. Why not have a good time and see, how things go? So that's a process orientation. Maybe it'll be interesting to be at this restaurant or at this play or talk to this person and I can enjoy it. Um, so I think those are some of the main principles. And my book, A Psychological Analysis of Tennis, is focused on tennis, but it's the same idea as you can apply these principles to other sports and to life. And you really see part of the problem is parents. Shocker, right? Um, and if they put too much pressure on a kid to get results for their own ego or for their own narcissism, that can be really hard on the kid. And then he or she can't play their best because there's all this pressure from their parents or society or themselves, and they're not focused on enjoying themselves and competing their hardest. So this also goes for school. You have a kid and you want to reward effort as a parent, not talent. And just like in sports, you don't tell your kid you're the greatest athlete out there, you have the most talent. You tell them, I really like that you put in your best effort today and that you try your hardest every time, and that's what you can control. You can't control the outcome. You can control your effort level. That can be replicated very reliably, right? Same thing with academics. You don't tell the kid you're the smartest in the class and you should get straight A's, because then they feel pressure. If I don't, then I've failed. If I get a B plus, so you and my dad told me I'm the smartest, so I should be getting all A's. So, and if I get straight A's, then it was no big deal because I'm supposed to. So that takes away some of the joy and achievement. You tell the kid, I really like that you were really consistently studying this semester. I noticed that, and you really did your best. And even in the classes you didn't love, you still tried to give it your all. And that's all anybody can ask. You do your homework, you study, you show up on time. It's the same thing in all aspects of life, right? You put your best foot forward, and then the results, let the chips fall where they may. Okay? So I hope this helped, and you can like and subscribe. We're trying to get more of these educational videos out, and you can also make comments, and you can reach out to me at michaeljwhitman@hotmail.com if you have a question about performance or this video. And I wish you a lot of fun in your next endeavor. Bye.